Alright you guys, welcome back to the channel. If you would like to follow the Diddy trial and would like updates from a reporter who is actually inside the courtroom, you can join me by following Loren Lorosa on Instagram. Of course she can't have her phone inside, but she is taking notes and sharing very detailed information. I must say that I was disturbed and disgusted at some of the things that Cassie shared on the stand yesterday. There's a lot of good reporters covering the story. If you know of any, please share them in the comment section. Thank you so much. Let's check in with Loren before she heads into the courtroom today. By the time I drop this video, she will most likely already be in there. Again, her Instagram is Loren Lorosa. Let's get into it.
Hey guys, I am headed into court right now. I will say, when we go into court, they do take our phones. If y'all know me, I am such a watching my phone, watching the alerts person. This has been a rough couple weeks being from 9 to 5 being without phones, and I like to try and come out and take breaks so that I can update you guys, let you guys know what is happening. But the way that court is set up right now with Cassie being on the stand, it's like if you come out you might miss something. So I try and stay the full day for the most part. Today is day 3. It's the second week of the trial, but it's day 3 of the second week. This is Cassie's second day on the stand, and what I am told is going to happen is that after lunch, Cassie will be cross-examined, which will mean that Diddy's legal team will get a chance to ask her questions and get a chance to probe. One of the issues that they're having right now and that they were talking about yesterday is whether or not Cassie and victim Jane, who is another person who's supposed to be testifying as well, testifying to some of the charges as well, about abuse and things of that nature, is whether or not they'll be able to talk to their attorneys or not while they're being cross-examined. Now, typically, you're not supposed to, you know what I mean? This has just become a thing of whether they can or whether they can't. And I think Diddy's team is arguing that you can't overlook his rights when it comes to that. And the biggest thing that the prosecution has today, the biggest job that the prosecution has today in closing up their arguments or closing up their conversation, their interview with Cassie, is they need to land that plane. They need to, right now, the reasonable doubt, the proof of having to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that Diddy committed the things that they're alleging, aided with this testimony from Cassie and then what will come from victim Jane. They need to stick it to us. We need to see, okay, I see the setup, you know what I mean? I see the men on the court, but when is the slam dunk coming? They've told us about a bunch of different things that can be determined criminal in this case, that can meet certain definitions for certain charges that they have charged Puff with, but they need to show us the hard proof of it being not just something that Cassie felt, but something that actually happened. And I don't just mean show us. Beyond a shadow of a doubt or beyond any reasonable doubt means that there's no way that a juror can even think anything other than that. They need to do it in a way, they need to present this evidence in a way that there is no room for that loophole to be opened. Because as I told you on the first day, Diddy's legal team is amazingly good at seeing where things are not strong, seeing where little missteps, and opening up that threshold of reasonable doubt and making you think, well, maybe there is more to this. Maybe this isn't criminal or sex trafficking. It's all about domestic violence, and he's not charged with that. The prosecution definitely has their case set out for them. And if they're starting cross-examinations after lunch today, they ain't got but so much time to do it. Now, granted, they can come back after the cross-examinations or whatever, but it's so far, I'm gonna tell you guys, and of course we can't talk to the jurors, but the jurors are regular people just like us, right? Just like the public in the courtroom, because people of the public are allowed to come in, just like the media in the courtroom. And what I like to do is when I'm in court, I like to talk to people in there, see how people are feeling, see what the reactions are, from, hey, how did you feel when you first walked in here, to how are you feeling now after listening to that testimony. The consensus is that the prosecution didn't bring the plane in for a landing. They gave us a lot of information. They set the tone for a lot of things. They alleged and reminded us of a lot of things that they're alleging, but they didn't land it. They have to do that. They have to, or honestly, guilty or not, know if they got it. I don't know if the prosecution has Puff on enough to send him to jail for the time that they're talking about. But it is only day 2 of week 2. There is a lot more to come. So I'll update you guys the minute that I can. I'm headed into court. I'll see you guys soon.
So there you guys have it. Stay tapped in with Loren, and we will come back and talk about it. Thank you so much for watching.